Okay, welcome to turn 126. What are we doing? Oh, cathedral's done. Wow, that went by fast, didn't it? Some more settlers. This is Ravenwood. Right, the city's the one that's producing settlers for us. Worry about this stuff because we can't build that. We're not going to be building units here, so don't really care about that stuff. The only units we're building are the settlers. So after that, build some housing for fun. Duskmire. So this is our city on the western end of our little empire. Library 2. Do. So marketplace, Sages Guild, Farmers Market. We should probably worry about doing some defense here, though. Let's see. The archer. It'll be a while. Okay, Shadowmire. This is the one to the east. This is the city. Yeah, this is Adamantine City all by itself on an island. Armory in 6, so we can buy it now. Shrine in 16. This is Night Vale. This is our easternmost city on a continent that we're on. Oh, we need walls around this place, don't we? Oh, but this is still a new city. We have a couple more turns on that shrine, I think. One turn for the night creatures. They'll come out with a mithril ore. Mithril ore. Debating what I want to do here is what units do I need to recruit? Because Bashan is going to be taking advantage of those bats. I guess we should move him and friends over there. On higher levels, AI can be... Oh, never mind, you're answering Chris. Elementals. Hate shadow demons. Been in there yet? This is sorcery node. Really should. What's in here for fun? Ugh. 3 storm giants. 5 Phantom Warriors and a Gen. Wow, they're actually saying we have a chance to not lose. That's a laugh. Okay, and his armor's gonna be ready in 2 more turns. Which means we have money to spend if we want. Let's get that library out of the way. Armory 162. Let's get this out of the way, too. Okay, next turn. We have a bat. Night creature, so... our army a little bit better. Need more production here. So those two, it's going to get us up to, let's see, 2 impalers, 2 bats. There's room for 2 more spots. Got to get all this stuff built in the city. Mr. Spirit. So it's in this cave. Sorry, it's a ruin. Ruins. Again, it's first level. Not going to do that. Standing there waiting for more units. Shadowmire. Templeton 22. Need more money. One more turn until that armor's ready, so it's going to be nice for Bashan. Uh-oh. And a beam of blinding light from unknown powers, a gift is presented to you. Elven Ring of Greater Protection. +1 to melee and range attack bonus, +2 armor, resist elements, 2 resist elements. Sure. Our ring is technically better, but there's armor. So this is our ring, the Ring of Flying. So resist magic, resist elements, +2 to melee attack. This one is 2 resist elements. Resist elements is specific against chaos and nature magic. It's nice, but too restricting. I'd rather have the extra resist magic in general. But anyway, that's his new suit of plate mail. See what his total stats are now. So he's got 12 melee, 15 ranged, 11 armor, 17 resistance, and 11 hit points. So that'll keep him going for a little while. That 17 resistance is very nice. Basically, most spells won't be able to touch him. I got a movement bonus too. So he moves at 6. Yep. Flying even. Okay then. Okay, settlers, what should we send you? Build there, can build down here. Could start sending them all the way down. It only takes 6 turns to get there. Or we can start building in this area. Problem with building here is we know that dwarves and dark elves are coming up through this way. And the city will be fairly defended unless we get some extra units into it at first. So, and same deal going this way. Because we know there's Atlanteans coming from this way, as well as the Voltar coming from there. Could build up here, but there's no real reason to, because the resources up here are pretty crappy. And by resources, there's nothing special. 1527 production is nice. 6, 12, and 12. So silver there. Right there. Actually, there's mithril there. So we built here. Goes out 2 hexes, so there's 2. Get access to the mithril. 2, get the silver. There's extra food down there. Lots of planes. Now if we actually build down here, though, still in range of the mithril, still in range of the silver, that and more forest. $23 and $15, that is $27. And so a little bit less population, but more production. Yeah, go down here. Turn for another night creature, so it's going to be, if we buy that, it'll see what that protection on this thing is too. We'll have 2 slots. We can wait. Well, we are waiting no matter what. Okay, archers, Duskmire. So 6 turns for that marketplace, 21 on that temple, ouch. 14 on the shrine. No rebels, so not a rush. 2 for the cathedral in Rockettville. That'd be nice. I get to work on this Castle of the Masters. Cathedral in 10. Housing. Ravenwood. Build some more engineers. Done. The housing. Actually, no. Settlers. Then the housing. Sitting there waiting, and next turn. Hey, Ring. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Quick on the engineers. Okay, you guys are going to go help them build a road. Gotta wait 1 turn for that. Defense here. Does the Armorer's Guild actually get us? Nothing we don't already need. So, defense. Two bowmen. Got us get these to 4, so I'm sure work for a little while. It's not Thursday in the UK, it's Boxing Day. So you guys walk around punching each other in the face? So is that why you call it Boxing Day? I kid. I know the real reason. I'm just being a jerk. Still funny though. Yeah, the music. They did the music well. Cathedral in 1. Yay. Cathedral in 9. Engineer done. Place in 5. Need more production in this city. Miners Guild still, and the Indentured Workers Guild. It was down to servants of the past boxing up everything after Christmas Day. I think that's the reason. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I know it's related to the Christmas stuff, that after Christmas stuff. Eat this farmer's market for more food. Mr. Spirit, where are you going? More adamantine. How far away are we? Pretty far. Okay, so we'll pick up these impalers, and then we'll have Bashan and friends go out and do some stuff. Why are you hurt? Death Knight's Demon Lord. So we want to build? I think this is where we want to build. Because again, we get the mithril, silver, wild game, some more forests. That'll work. It's a bank holiday, so you don't need to work, and that's fine. So it's an extra holiday for some people. There's a gate over to the other plane. Okay, what's in there? Let's go find out. So 2 phantom beasts and a storm giant. Ugly. Ugly. Mainly ugly because of the range magical attack. It's not super strong, but how many shots does it get? 2? It's armor piercing. It hurts. Okay, I guess we're ready to go out and have some fun. So the shadow demons, they suck. Because they do the curse thing. They got 8 shots. Oof, it hurts. Scotland is lucky they get a second bank holiday after New Year's Day. We in England and Wales only get New Year's Day off, then back to work. These guys, non-corporeal, all kinds of immune stuff. So we can't confuse them. I thought we could confuse these in the past. They need 2 days to sober up, unlike the rest of the alcoholics on the island. Yeah, see, they changed these guys. These used to not be illusion immune. You used to be able to confuse these things. You resemble that remark? I know you do. That's why I said it. You have shared your drinking history in the past, so you opened that door, not me. As I drink my water. I'm trying to decide where I want to bring this little army. Oh, we can go beat up on the skeleton down there. So I used to not fear the fire elementals, but they've changed them. I don't remember them being... oh, look, they're stoning immune too. See, they buff these things up. They're not supposed to be this tough. Beat up on them. I hate invisible stuff. Could probably beat up on them. Okay. Did you guys stop? No, never mind. You're right there. So we're safe scanning to see how tough these fire elementals really are. Apparently not that tough to this. Are they immune to? They're not death immune, so the fear is going to work on them. So is this mod some kind of over-nerfed with the enemies or something? No. I wouldn't say they nerfed them. They actually upgraded the fire elementals. Because I remember casting confusion on these things. And they're not so dangerous. And the stone immune, that's pretty harsh. Poison immune, Fire immune, that should be the way it should be. But the whole mythical creature, that's new. So, and by new we mean adding it to the unit. So, yeah, they definitely buffed these guys up. Which makes them, you know, stronger. Okay, wolves move, or sorry, hounds move at 3, so 1, 2, 3. We don't want to move all the way up there. So these guys are flying, so we don't... They do have fire breath, though. So they can't attack flying things, so we gotta be careful there, too. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Oops. Now these guys, they have fear. Yeah, they cause fear when they attack. They also do armor piercing, negate for a strike. They have enchanted weapons, stuff. Yeah, these guys attack them. That worked. So you're moving at 2. So 1 and 2. So everybody stay here. Actually slide this way. There we go. No. Good damage at least. The fear should be working. Which prevents them from attacking. So not so tough against the night creatures, because again they have fear on them. Or they cause fear. So negates some of their attacks as a result. So that's not too bad. Anyway, got some money, got some experience. That. I don't want to fight you guys. I can fight you though. Oh, it's our movement. Let's see. Let's scout along the coastline here. Guardian. You guys are guardian. Oh, we need some roads. After they're done finishing there. I'm going to start building a road going down to Morningvale. So Rocketville's got its little cathedral built, and Castle of Masters is next, and after that, could do a shipyard. So we'll do galleys. Do we want to do galleys? Sure, why not? So we'll be able to build vampires once the Castle of the Masters is done, but we're not going to build them here. Because it's not... well, unless we can upgrade the silver. But we don't have that spell yet. We'll speed that up. Get both those archers done sooner. Chris, Does building roads and linking your cities in this game increase gold? Yes, it does. If you go to your gold income here over in the city stuff, if you look down, it says road network income 5. Road income 5. 5, 5, 5. So 5 all around for, you know, whatever. But it's extra money. That's 5 per city that's connected. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 7. So nice extra money. Actually, look over here. This is actually tell roading. The whole road income network right now is 32. Yeah, the roads are, you know, you know, they obviously increase transportation, but the extra income is nice to have. The downside to roads is, of course, your enemies and not-so-friendlies can use them, too. That's the only downside, and there's no way to stop them. Other than, you know, killing them when they're on the road. You know, real road rage. Wow, you're fast. 6 on the movement. What's so special about you? Mythical creature, non-corporeal, resist all, melder 1. So we're not gonna be throwing any magic at him with their resistance at 11. Melee 10 is gonna hurt too. So Bashan, where are you? Back up a little bit. So all our units have fear. Oh, but we can chew on them a little bit. Get that bite going. Or we can just almost kill him too. Oh, the bite didn't kick in. It's supposed to? Oh, yeah, poison. Oh, sorry, these don't have the bites. It's the vampires with the bite. They just do poison. Come here, animated armor. He's flying, so he doesn't care what you guys do. Oh, saying they abandoned this game isn't fair. They moved on to another project. Saying that they abandoned the game isn't fair. They put out, what, 3 DLCs, a couple of free updates. Saying they abandoned the game isn't fair to them. Because they did a pretty good job. So I'm happy with what they've done. Was it perfect? No, but I like it. Yeah, it's just it's not always what is it, economically feasible to stick with a game for a long period of time, because you know, it's just this game wasn't making tons of money. It just wasn't that popular. So, you know, I'm sure they made a little bit of money out of it, I hope, and they've moved on to another project, and hopefully that will do well. And maybe they can revisit this at some point. There's no Paradox. Nobody is it. And nobody is Paradox other than Paradox. There. I'll beat up on you. Beat up on you guys too, maybe. Not you guys, though. People would wish they were more like Paradox. What's in here? Oh, look, it's a cave. Cave is empty now, but we got 11 mana, so we'll take it. Back to the water. So now we have 4 in here for defenses, keeping the rebels under control. Armorer's Guild 5. They say that they haven't abandoned it. Do you think they will return to it at some point? Well, abandon is the wrong word. Abandon's got a very negative connotation to it, you know. They haven't necessarily, I'd say they just moved on to the next project. I think it's a completed project. I'm going to say this is a completed project because it is. They came out to basically just remake the original game, which they did, and they added some DLC. They added content to it. I don't say they abandoned it. They've just completed their goals, or as far as the goals that we can assume, because they didn't actually. I don't remember ever seeing what their actual ultimate goal was. You know, I was just, when it was announced, I was just glad to see a modernization of the 94 version. I was happy to see that, and then they come out with DLCs and additional free content. Oh, that's just bonus for me. So to say they abandoned it isn't fair, because it's not. It's pretty much a completed project. It's at least to me it is. I mean, some people may say, "Oh no, they did left this, left that." Whatever. Everybody does. Every game is never completed if you want to go that far. Come on, I don't want to. You got to remember, the gaming industry right now is very shaky in some areas, and I don't want to be scaring off devs thinking that we don't appreciate what they've done, because I do. I've been playing video games the vast majority of my life, and anytime a dev can do a decent job or a good job on a video game, they should get recognized for that. So I know it's shaky all over, but the gaming industry seems to be shakier than most, at least as far as I can tell. But I know the industry, the world in general is shaky at the moment. I know that. But the gaming industry has been it seems to be very shaky to me. Because there's a lot of games that are coming out that shouldn't be coming out when they are. They need a little bit more work, or they need more work, right? Some of them are fine, but others that shouldn't be needing more work need more work. Shaky. Turmoil in a lot of the companies. Some companies have made questionable decisions, and it's affecting the industry as a whole in different areas. It's not the small devs getting swallowed up in the players' juice for every penny. Well, that's up to the players, though. That's a customer choice to get juiced. Because there's the whole, and this has been the gaming industry for a long time too, is got to buy it on day one. That's a mistake. It's always been a mistake to buy a game on day one. Unless you're getting the game for free, you should be waiting. I'm telling you, unless you're getting the game for free these days, you should be waiting to see what the reviews are. And this is the great thing about Twitch and YouTube, is you don't have to buy a game on day one. There's no reason to, unless you're incredibly impulsive. Be patient. You're going to have people like me on Twitch, on YouTube, and other places playing these games because they've either been given it to us or we've been stupid enough to pay for it ourselves. But it's going to give you a chance to see, okay, how good of a shape what shape is this game in? Should I be buying this today? And the chances are, the answer is probably going to be no. Just to be honest with you, most games should not be bought on day one or week one, because almost always there is a hot fix within the first week of a game coming out. And if you don't want to deal with that kind of stuff, just be patient. There's no reason you have to have a game on day one. Really, there isn't. Just be patient. I'm not saying this as somebody who's new to this industry. I've been, like I said, I just said this. I've been playing video games for over 40 years now, and this is the way it works. You have just to be patient. Just be patient. Starlight and Paradox have made questioning. Yeah, and they're not the only ones, Chris. A lot of companies have. You're very impulsive. You blame your bipolar diagnosis. But still, you can still fight that. Customers say no, so the stupid growth in profits that the publisher promised the shareholders doesn't materialize, so the shareholders riot and the publisher panics. Well, that's just business. Jerk fires the devs for releasing a crappy game that they would not have released to the publisher hadn't forced them into it. And again, that's the industry, and that's pretty much every industry. Is you have the big boys up top saying get this out now, and the people downstairs going it's not ready, and they go we don't care, we need money, get it out now. And that's not specific to the gaming industry. That's just corporations. You can fight it now that it was successful. Oh, I'm the same way, Chris. I don't even have any mental issues technically, but I'm impulsive from time to time. There's sometimes I'll just run into a game or some product, go, I gotta get it now, and there's no reason for it. There's no reason. It's just pushing all the right buttons in my brain. Depressing trend of rich clowns buying a company and expecting instant return. And again, that's not new. That's not even close to being new. And again, that is not an industry-specific thing either. About Zephyr on Impulse, credit where credit's due. It's pretty much bug-free compared to the release of, I don't know, Distant Worlds 2, which now is a very stable project. Yeah, Distant Worlds 2 is a weird place for me. That's in a very weird place for me. I just started playing it, a couple months back now? Not even that long ago. And it's just, I don't know. It's been getting steadily worse during our lifetimes. Has it? Great Depression. I mean, if you want to counter that, anytime you look at the economy today, and they go, oh, it's getting worse and worse, and you just go, 1929, because it doesn't get much worse than that. When trading became easier, well, the stock market thing is back in the 80s is when computers started really getting involved, and it's really screwed with the system, and that is a thing. I mean, it's computers running the stock market is very much a real thing, and that of course drives a lot of the swings. And and again, this is another thing, it's if you can control your impulses, the stock market is very manageable. You just have to be patient and understand what's going on. But again, that's just looking back over the past 30 plus years for me and going, yeah, you can see what's going on here. And you just have to be patient. And again, it all comes down to how greedy do you want to be. So, do I like Distant Worlds 2 or Stellaris, or are they just simply too different, even though they are both 4X? Distant Worlds 2 for me is... There's some of it I like and other parts I don't. And I can't really get too specific right now because that would be just taking the stream in a direction I don't want to take it today. So, and is it better than Stellaris? Well, got to remember or realize is Stellaris is at a point that I don't really enjoy it anymore. Because of all the changes they've made to it over the last year or two, maybe a little bit longer. And they took Stellaris down a road that I wish they hadn't taken it, because I thought it was fine, but the developers that were working on Stellaris go, every year or so they go, oh, it's time to change stuff. And there was no reason to change it. I mean, they were just changing stuff to change stuff, and it just got frustrating. And so Stellaris used to be one of my favorite games, but with its current state, not so much. Distant Worlds 2 is, I'm brand new to it, even though it's been out for a few years. It was given to me by Slytherin to basically, promote their newest DLC that had come out, and that was nice of them to do. And I did some streams of it, and I played it, but I just can't get it's not sucking me in like Stellaris and, Master Orion have done in the past. It's just, there's just so much to it, but some of it just doesn't make sense, and some of it's just kind of annoying. And so it just hasn't sucked me in like the other games have. So my relationship with Distant Worlds 2 is just very hands-offish at the moment. And maybe someday I can sit down and, just try to enjoy it, but there's some elements to it that just turn me off. Is trading just pro gambling? It depends on what you're doing. So here's another tangent. Trading on the stock market is, it can be gambling, but it depends how you treat it. If you're into day trading, as in you're trying to do the whole buy low, sell high deal, and you're doing it, on a short-term basis, either on, over a day or very short periods of time through options, that kind of stuff, that's basically gambling. People who are doing it and they do well at it will say, oh, this isn't gambling. But what they don't tell you is how much money they've actually lost. Anybody who usually supports day trading or options will never tell you really how much money they've lost doing that stuff, because it's gambling. But the stock market, if you do your research and you're patient and you actually learn on how to do it, you can make some decent money off of it. I have. I got into the stock market back in the early 90s. Technically it was early, but I didn't really start doing my research and whatever until the mid to the late 90s during the nice little tech bubble. And I lost some money there, but I also made a lot of money too, because I did research and all this other fun stuff. And I continued to do that over the last 30 years. And it's made me a lot of money too. And I don't consider it gambling. Because, I've lost some areas, but I've made much more in others that I don't consider was gambling. It was planning and not going for the easy money, because I had a plan and I stuck to the plan and it worked. And it's still working today. So, am I rich? No, but I never intended to be either. I didn't get into the stock market to be rich. I got into the stock market so I could retire early. In all honesty, and it worked. And I'm able to stay retired because of that. Because I'm making money off the stock market continually through the planning that I started back in the mid-90s. So stock market, it can be gambling, but it's all about how you treat it. So it's just one of those things. Just like real estate. Real estate is basically the same idea. Is, people say, oh, real estate, that's where the real money is. There's money there if you're smart about it, but you still have to deal with the highs and lows of the real estate market, just like the stock market. And it's another industry that, yes, you can make lots of money off of, but usually with real estate, you have to have money to start with. Same with the stock market. But the main difference is the stock market, you can start with a smaller amount of money and build with it over time. Real estate, you can, but in order to start with you still have to have some type of investment or some type of credit in order to get, loans to buy properties. And then you can start, spinning stuff on, forward for you. It's not easy to do. And it's just a lot of people make it sound like it's much easier than it really is. So don't believe those people who say, oh, this is really easy to make money. They're lying to you. Trust me, they are lying to you. It takes work. It takes time. It's not something that just happens. You actually have to work at it. Oh, I'm definitely playing long term. I'm not a dumb person. Venture capitalist vultures are looking to get rich quick. Exactly. Buy the company and empty its pockets. Well, that's why you go, again, this is all where the research and learning comes from, is it's some of it's hit and miss, some of it's not though. It's making the right decisions and doing your research and stuff. It's different. It's a different day. than it used to be. That's the thing, is there's people out there, they're vultures out there. They're criminals. They're criminals. They take advantage of people. That's what it is. You know, and again, that's just not specific to the stock market or real estate. It's all that stuff. There's people out there that are always trying to make an easy buck. Either they're going to, you know, put a gun to your head and take the money out of your pocket, or they're going to, you know, make it look like what they're doing is legal, and it probably might be, it could be, and, you know, they still end up stealing your money because they're criminals. So, where do you learn this? Lots of people offer courses, scams that aren't beneficial. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the trick too, is there are people on the internet going, I will teach you how to do this. Well, there's this thing called the internet where you can actually learn stuff without having to go pay money for it. A lot of free information out there. You just have to know what to look for. In case of our water companies, borrow money, buy the utility, empty its coffers, transfer the debt to the utility, and then say they are losing money and need to raise prices. Or you could be like our utility company, who doesn't do maintenance on their power lines, causes a forest fire or a firestorm, burns down multiple houses, many houses. They get sued for it, declare bankruptcy, come back and say, we have to raise our prices because we're not technically out of business, even though we're bankrupt. We're not out of business because we can't go out of business because we are a necessity thing, because we're the only power company around. So they have to stay in business, and they get to change the prices or raise all the prices because they've been sued. They have to upgrade all their hardware, all this other bullshit. And because they weren't doing their jobs in the first place. How about that one? That's what I get to deal with. Does anyone remember that crappy Amway pyramid schemes of the 90s? They're still around, you know. And it's not even the 90s. They were around in the 60s. My mom fell for Amway back in the 70s. And they're still around. There's other companies just like them too that are still around. If I can get involved, lots of money lost. Yep, you got to be careful with them. Pumping raw sewage into the rivers, but pretty much pulling the same shit. Yeah, that's what they do. They're criminals. So you're moving to Alaska, never making any more human contact, no more bills. I don't know if Alaska is the place you really want to go for that, but there are other places to go in the United States that don't involve, you know, bears walking through your front yard so much, or into your front living room. Linguistictivos. I don't remember who started Amway. I just know it's been around a long time. Except my mom got suckered into it back in the 70s. So, anyway, should I be playing a video game? What else? We're not talking about video games today, apparently. So. Okay. Speaking of scamming, let's scam these towns if we can. Where was I? I don't even remember what I was doing. We're all students, sadly. Sadly. 18 turns on this temple. Rebels aren't a problem, but if we speed this up, wait a few more turns, let it get down closer to 50% done, then we'll buy it, throw some of that production to the Workers Guild to go from there. Do we have walls? Oh, we do have walls in the city. Okay. So that's gone. So after we built that, that's right, adamantine. So we're going to build up everything here. Every day is a school day, as it should. Hey, Mad Meek, welcome back. You need to set up an online investment account. For buying stocks and stuff? Yeah, all the companies are being bought up. E-Trade. I still use E-Trade. They got bought up by Schwab, the other one. the other big one. I always forget their name. Yeah, the smaller trading companies are being bought up, which sucks, but that's what happens when they have superior technology to the bigger companies. That's why they get bought up, or they're too competitive. Because, they're actually, promoting decent pricing and stuff. Is Robinhood a good app to invest? I don't use Robinhood, so I don't know. I've been using E-Trade since the 90s. I've never had any issues with them. To the library. See if that gets us for a little while. Chris, you forgot to say, we had a nice Christmas. Also, Happy New Year to you in chat. A little early, but you're not about for a few days from tomorrow. No worries. Thank you. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody. If you haven't heard it already from me. Yeah. Christmas was okay. It didn't go the way we thought it was going to work or go, but it was just family stuff. Nothing, no big deal. It was nice to have a day off and just not have to worry about anything. It didn't go the way that we thought it was going to go. But it basically worked out. Doesn't matter. Mrs. Gimpy and Rocket and I, we just had a nice relaxing day, watched movies and just, had a nice lunch and dinner, or breakfast, lunch and dinner type stuff. Just enjoyed the whole day. And again, not really the plan we had, but it's what we got, and we were happy. So not too bad. Bit of an anticlimax, mind you. I think that's due to your age. Christmas is for kids mainly. Uh-oh, we need food. -1. Yeah, Christmas is, if it's for kids and parents deal. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, that's the way it's gone. Actually, it is about friends and family, but the actual Christmas day, it's usually family for me and Mrs. Gimpy. That's usually what it's been for us in the past. But this year it was supposed to be, but it just changed, and that's just the way it is. And leave that over here. And
hey Gimpy,
it worked out.
It is time to take a break. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
So, and I agree, Chris. It's as you get older, or at least as I've gotten older, Christmas is just another day for me. But that's also because my whole situation has changed as well. Mrs. Gimpy and I, we don't have any kids, never have, never will. So, we don't have to deal with that stuff. But my family used to all live here in the San Diego area, at least my mother's family, I should say. My dad's family is back east on the East Coast, way far away. But my mom's family all used to live here in San Diego until the late 80s and early 90s, and everybody started moving away. I'm the only one who stayed for reasons. And as a result, I don't really have, I have extended family here because my mom's family is actually from San Diego, as in going all the way back to the late 19th century. And so I have extended family here, but I don't really spend the holidays and stuff with them because they have their own families to deal with, and I just don't. I don't know them that well because they're extended family. And, so I don't worry about that. Mrs. Gimpy doesn't have a big family. She just has basically her parents here, and then she has a brother up in Los Angeles and a sister up in Sacramento, California. And sometimes they come down for Christmas, sometimes they don't. And so as a result, our Christmas is very small. But it's also nice because there's no shit to deal with typically. Right? It's just easier to deal with. And I kind of like it, especially, being an adult. And sometimes I just don't feel like having to deal with all that crap because, when I was younger, it was great. And when family was around, it was great. It's, I have great memories from that and I don't regret it. But as I've gotten older and, it's just like, I don't want to travel for Christmas. I could go because my mom and her parents moved over to Arizona. So did my brother. And he's got kids now and everything, and they have a good time over there, which is good. But I really don't want to travel over there for it because we could drive over, but it's a boring ass 6-hour drive, and I could fly over, but I don't. But we can't really take the dogs when we do that because they're just slightly too big, and so we don't want to do that either. So just like it's just a hassle, right? So it's fine. Go after, so Christmas is treated as a long holiday break. Yeah, that's when as I got older, as in working and stuff like that. Christmas turned this portion of the year, the last 2 weeks. That was my vacation time when I was working a regular job. Everybody that I worked with thought I was weird because I didn't take my vacation time in the summer. I always took mine in the winter, and they thought I was weird for that. But it gave me time to, just relax, and you had all the extra stuff that Christmas and New Year's brings, that kind of stuff. And when you're in your 20s and the early 30s, it's great. But now that I'm in my 50s, it's just a great time to just sit back and relax. So, that's where it works. You have 2 daughters. Obviously, you buy stuff for them, and that's nice. Other than that, you don't get excited as I used to. I remember clearly your best Christmas was when you got a Spectrum 3 8-bit home computer back in the 80s. Never to be seen again. Yeah, I gotta take a break because I've run out of water. So, and my voice is gonna start going on me if I don't get some more water. So let me take a break. We'll come back and we can talk about great Christmases and all that other fun stuff if you guys want. So anyway, gonna get up, stretch my legs, go talk to Rocket. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for participating in chat. Be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the dog video.